Howdy, my name's Ash and this is my first and probably only ever video review. Why am I doing a video review? Well, I'm a huge Ultra Magnus fan. I just love the concept of a white Optimus wearing power armor. I've got probably 5 different Ultra Magnuses and all of them, the criteria, it's got to be a white Optimus that wears power armor. Anyway, I saw recently that there was this thing called a Ultimetal Ultra Magnus available, all for the low cost of about $1,000. Now, some might call me crazy for buying one. I wasn't even sure what it would look like, but I put an order in, and with $300 worth of shipping later and a couple of weeks, I got this in the mail. One gigantic box. Now, I don't even know what's in it. I don't have any other Unimetals. So, this is why I'm doing a review. This is what I thought I'd share it with all of you so you can actually see what a Ultimetal Ultra Magnus looks like. Now, I did a quick search before recording this to see if there was any other reviews up, because if there was, I probably wouldn't have done this. I would have left it up to more better reviewers. But since there's nothing on YouTube at the moment, I'm going to open this baby. So, and just for your information, it weighs a ton. In fact, I think the guy at the post office almost had a hernia trying to lift it. So, well, inside we have a box. Oh, and Transformer cards. Awesome. Transformers Dark of the Moon official trading cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, a whole bunch. So thanks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's just say that instead of packaging peanuts, they use Transformer Dark of the Moon trading cards. So thanks, Robot Kingdom. Okay, so let's take this out. Oh. And to go with my Dark of the Moon cards, I got a Dark of the Moon collector book to put it all in. Yay for freebies. Okay, so 20 minutes later, I have a gigantic Ultimetal Ultra Magnus box and a whole lot about Dark of the Moon cards. Just for scale, there is Drift and there is the gigantic box. So, let's open up this next box and see what's out inside. Out of the way, Drift. And we have what looks like another box, but this is the official Ultimetal box. So we'll get this out. And here we have it. Now, as I said, I've never done a review before, so I'm not sure what I'm meant to be gushing about, but seriously, this looks amazing. I just love the decal of Ultra Magnus. If you can't read the text, it says, Ultra Magnus is armed with missile launchers capable of hitting a target 30 miles away and transforms into a car carrier, able to transport his fellow Autobot troops. He is strong, resolute, dependable, selfless, and courageous. His incredible fighting skills and unmatched talent for improvisation on the battlefield. And in the back, we have what looks like inside his chest and the matrix. On one side, we've got the inner robot mode, the white Optimus mode, and the Autobot logo. So let's open this one up and we'll see exactly what's inside that weighs the same weight as a small child. So inside we have instruction manual, we have 4 boxes, Ultra Magnus figure, Magnus armor, general armor, and parts. Let's start with the Ultra Magnus figure. So the Ultra Magnus figure box, apart from the writing on the top, no pictures, but if we take off the cover, we have an upside down, a right way up Ultra Magnus figure. Now so let's start by looking at him. I'll put this down. Okay, so inside we have Magnus, a Rudy Nudie version of Magnus with no armor on. So let's get him out, and once again, he is heavy as. Okay. We'll get off this wrapping. And there is what he looks like. Take off these sleeves. And really, I'm loving how crisp all these colorings are. You know, even if you can see it, his chest coloring, it's just so vibrant. And all the details are metallic, crisp, shiny. Oh, cool. And like all added detail to break up the white. There's like, is that either black or blue lining? It has the standard Magnus red eyes and teal, I guess, mouth guard. Awesome hands. Fingers can move left, right, straight out, all jointed. Now I've only briefly looked at the Optimus versions on YouTube. From what I can understand, all these pistons, oh cool, see, actually work. So his torso, stomach pistons, push him around and those pistons work. Cool, as you move his wrist, those pistons all work. So really, this is awesome. Area for the matrix. But all of you have probably seen this before by looking at Optimus reviews. So I'm not going to spend too much more on this. Show the back. Still lovely detail all here. Size comparison. Oh, well, let's look at first, once again, black detailing, all to break up the white on the sides. Rubber wheels. But we'll do a quick size comparison with drift once again. I'd show you my other Magnuses, but they're all in storage at the moment. So there's Ultra Magnus and there's drift. So let's get Magnus dressed a bit so that all the Decepticons aren't laughing at him doing a nudie run through the battlefield. So let's open up the next box. So the next box I'm doing is the general armor. Now I'm going to assume this is just the armor to fill out the white Optimus mode. And like I said, if you're really interested in the articulation of the figure, just go look at someone else's Optimus review, because they've probably done it far better than I have. This is more to show you the difference between the Optimus version and the Ultra Magnus version. So let's get this armor open and get the white Prime mode all decked out. Okay, so this is what we've got inside the armor box. Armor for the legs, energon axe, rifle, leg armor, stomach grill, matrix, shoulder armor, arm armor, smokestacks. So let's get this all stuck on and we'll see how we look. Okay, and here we have the finished product. Ultra Magnus with all of his armor. Now, one big thing that I just love about Ultra Magnus versus Optimus is just the white. You know, it's just so clean and crisp, and all of the black detailing just really makes it pop. I think he looks amazing. Now, as I said, if you're interested in how all the bits and pieces stick on, you can watch, someone else's Optimus review. But for those that haven't, it's just all magnetic. It just clips, away it goes. And so that's what Ultra Magnus, and look, I just love that blue that shines through the windows. And matrix is installed. It just looks so electronic. Now, this guy does have electronics, but I don't think I'll be able to show you them because the remote takes L44 or something batteries that I don't even have. I've got, for those that haven't seen, oh, this guy weighs a ton, seriously. batteries in the back, but none for the remote. But once again, that's just all the crisp, clean detailing. And on the white, it just looks amazing. So this is why I prefer this guy to Optimus, because he just looks fantastic. But as you are probably interested in, and I am, let's see how he differs from Optimus. Let's look at the Magnus armor. So, looking back at my box of stuff, here is the Magnus armor. So let's get this up and on the desk and we'll see what it contains. To be honest, I'm a little bit scared of exactly how much this guy's going to weigh once the Magnus armor's on, because literally I'll have to get a scale and weigh him to let you all know exactly how much he weighs, because it's seriously impressive what we've got in a figure. And here we have the Ultra Magnus armor. I think maybe I've got it upside down. Doesn't matter. Let's turn it around. And here are all of the armor pieces. And what I'm really excited about, it comes with a Magnus gun. I was thinking as I was putting in Optimus's iron rifle, that's a shame that he doesn't have Ultra Magnus's signature weapon. And here it is, and it looks awesome. Here we've got Magnus head, chest armor, back armor. So let's actually get some of this on and turn Magnus into Ultra Magnus. To begin with, the shoulder armor. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap all of these pieces so you don't have to watch me fiddling one-handed, and then we'll start putting them on. Okay, all unwrapped. Now, the first question you may be wondering, was I was wondering it, these bits here, what are they made of? Well, these are all plastic. So all the magnetic locking bits on the Magnus / Optimus are all metal. Hands are plastic, I think, except for this cover bit here. These are plastic, metal. So all of the outer armor is made of plastic, which will help with the weight concern I had. A little bit disappointing because, the shininess of the metal versus the plastic, little bit, but still, let's see what it looks like when it's all on. Now, in order to put on the shoulder armor, we've got to take off the smokestacks. Now, I haven't read the instructions at all, apart from, and there we have a shoulder armor. Let's do it for the other. Okay, so the Autobot logo comes off in order to snap on. Now, just out of curiosity, now like I said, I haven't read the instructions. Let's see if this Autobot logo sticks on here. Nope. Anyway, worth the shot. Okay. Okay, shoulder armor on. Let's put on the chest piece. Once again, just going to try just sliding it on. just free up a bit of room with the arms. There. Chest piece on. Now I'm going to leave the head to last. Why? Why not? Let's now look at doing this. I believe is the back armor. So we'll turn that around. Back armor. And if you see up here, we've got little tabby tabs. Yes, that's their technical name, tabby tabs. So I'll just push this in. Like I said, I haven't read the instructions. Why? I just thought it'd be interesting to go in blind and to discover a lot of things about this figure. So what I just discovered is that in order to make everything fit a bit better, you can stretch out the arm tabs in order to turn him into Ultra Magnus. So that will allow the chest and the back piece to fit a bit better. So now that I've extended, I'll put on the back piece and I'll put the chest piece back on. Lock in the tabs. Click, click, and there we have a nice secured chest piece. But he is missing his blue little plain bit, and there we have the upper part of Magnus. Next I've got an arm bit, I hope. Just try sliding that on. I'm going to make him into a bit of a fist. Maybe these fists, which I discovered earlier, actually unplug. So I don't know whether you have to unplug them. I'm just one sec. Okay, what I've discovered is that the lower arm armor separates. So you don't need to remove the hand. Just separate the outer piece. Put it on. Other piece. Put it on. They lock together, which is easy to do when you're not doing it one-handed. Look at the tabby tabs. Okay, and push it together, and this little piece clips on over the top to keep it in place. There. So we are starting to get Ultra Magnus together. Now I'm going to fast forward and do the other arm bit, so just one sec. There. It's funny, without his head, he, reminds me a lot of Optimal Optimus. At least, without anything else. Just the big monkey arms. So let's do something about these monkey arms. Let's get his lower body a bit filled in. So, looking in our bag of stuff, let's try this. I think that is a crotch piece. Now Magnus, I know we've just met, so excuse me for fiddling with your bits. Aha! The crotch piece actually separates. So, with this knowledge, I will put the back piece on. Put the front piece on. And clip them together. Snap. And now Ultra Magnus crotch is protected. So next I will put the little upside down triangle over his crotch, which I guess is this. Looking, you see these little slots? And there's little tabs. So, okay, so see these little tabby tabs? They go in between Magnus's turquoise little. So we'll do the same for the other. And so because they're separate, when you move his legs and these little, I don't like the word crotch flaps, move, hip flaps, that's vaguely better, the triangle will move with it. Okay, next we've got more torso armor pieces. Let's grab those. And I'm assuming these go there. The other one, little light, headlight in the Magnus toy, goes there, and this will go on the back. Maybe I should have put this on before putting that on, but hey, that's what you get for not reading the instructions. So I'll just quickly put that on. Okay, so I removed that, put that back on, put everything back on, and so now very Ultra Magnus. We'll do the legs. So that clips on there. That clips on there. Little tabs, holes there. again, probably should put that on after. There. So, well, fast forward to the other one. And really, it's really beefing him up. So we'll do the lower legs. We have slippers. Oh, so heavy. Slide him into the slippers. I really appreciate doing this one-handed. I've hit a brick wall. See, we've got the slippers, and if we look at the size of his foot, it doesn't exactly slide in. Now the instructions say assemble feet arm parts from front and add on back parts carefully. So I'm assuming these must pull apart, but I'm really, and I can see a little tab, but I'm kind of really scared of pulling this too much and breaking it. So I don't see any real joins on the base. But that's really stiff. Give me a second, I'll see what I can do. Aha. So actually, the back part's like that. So now with that off, I'll do it to the other one, and we'll slide these on his feet. Okay, so I've slid the front parts on. I'll take the back, push it in so that the parts retab. Do the same for the other one. And there we have Magnus with these blue suede shoes. Getting there, getting there. Last couple of pieces are all to do with the sides of the legs. You can see a little hollow. I guess it's a petrol, I don't know, whatever that is on a truck that goes inside. There we go, just overthinking it. Same here. And these are for the inside of the leg, I believe. So let's try putting this on. Okay, I've been doing a bit of a play around, and I've worked out the best way, or probably the proper way, to get the side panel connected on. Okay, there's two parts that are important. There's this little 3 tabs here, and this hook. Now, in order to get the hook working, I found that I actually had to take off the leg panel, and this hook goes on the inside here. So with that inside, we then push the 3 thingamabobs into there. So I'll just do that now. Now, unfortunately, I need, I think, 2 hands to do it. So just give me one sec. Okay, so that is connected. So I will put this back on. And now put the side leg back on. I'll put this on. And it all goes together by turning Magnus around. And on the back, we connect everything up with this piece here. And so these tabs connect onto here, and this part here connects in there, and this holds the leg piece all together. Once again, I'm going to need 2 hands, just a sec, and there, nice and tightly connected. So now let's turn around, and we almost have Ultra Magnus. He's really looking pretty amazing. Now the colours, vibrant, nice contrast to the white, the red and the blue. The only parts left are his gun, his head, and these 2 little side panels. The side panels are for the side, and I believe they just fit in those tabs in those holes. There's one. And so last but not least, let's make Ultra Magnus look purely like Ultra Magnus by changing the head. Goodbye Magnus head. Hello Ultra Magnus head. And there is the finished product. I'll give him his iron rifle. Not his Magnus rifle, not his iron rifle. Now the cool thing about the guns is that you have, as his very masterpiece, a holding slot that on the gun the tab folds out, which is something I really think the masterpiece ones could learn from. So I just so you put the tab in the slot there, and this part of the rifle goes into the hole there, just to, because it's so big and ginormous, just for extra security. So pop that in, put this little tab in, so just a sec. Okay, and the gun is installed with the tab and the little square in the forearm. Now, to be honest, I actually had a bit of trouble with it, and what I had to do is actually unplug the hand, put the little slot in the hand, then tab that in, and then I press the hand back in. So it was a bit tricky, but now Magnus is holding that ginormous rifle. And that is Magnus now with his armor becoming Ultra Magnus. So size comparison, once again, using poor old drift, there's the difference. In fact, Ultra Magnus's gun is even bigger than drift. But all in all, an amazing figure. Couple of things. Can look at the cross section of what's inside Magnus's little pistons. Magnus's gun comes apart to an extent, well, to a huge extent. In fact, let's take a look. And so back comes off, this comes off, we have some generator thing, we have a iron filter. I'm just making this crap up. And so if you've ever wanted to have Magnus pretend to reassemble his weapon after cleaning, it comes completely apart and you can do it. And thank goodness I've got this recorded so I can know what it looked like before I took it apart, so I can re-watch it in order to put it all back together again. So yes, that is Ultimetal Ultra Magnus. Still as heavy as anything, but looks absolutely amazing. Now, also with it came a base and all of that. I'm not going to put the base on at the moment because once again it's the same base you've got with Optimus. I will add a follow-on video to this once I find the L44 batteries for the remote, and just to show you the different sounds Magnus makes, and you can be on the base then. So thank you for watching.